One is a special guest, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern, with Anthony Garrett and myself, and Mr. Erez Cobain. We're gonna play his new single here in just a little bit, from Redcon One Music Group. Bunch of badass motherfuckers, man. I tell you, another group out there that really fucking sings and really puts it out there. His new song, it goes out there to all you single dads out there, which, you know, much respect, much props to Rez. That's badass. I listened to it last night. I was like, damn, this dude, he really gets it. He really does.
Well, I'm glad it's to the point where there are single dads out there and the courts aren't giving children to bitchy ass, non-deserving females just because they have a vagina.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, that's just my opinion.
Well, it's gotten that way. You know, there are dads out there that can take care of their kids and stuff like that, and yeah, I'm fucking one of them. But you know, I'm not about to jerk my kids out of a stable home that they've been in for, you know, all their life, especially with me.
No, I mean that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like in the 90s when the courts just automatically gave the mother fucking custody.
Yeah.
And she's like a heroin addict, and then the dad had to spend thousands of dollars to get his kids out of a bad situation. Like, I'm glad it's come to the point where they actually look at which house is better instead of just automatically giving children to their mother.
I see, like, I seen a Facebook post the other day, and it still stands true. Just because of the circumstances, and you see it all around you all the time. And it was said, "My child's not a prostitute. I shouldn't have to pay to spend time with somebody that's my family. They're not property."
Right.
And
exactly.
I believe that tenfold and over. A man shouldn't have to pay child support just to spend time with his fucking kid.
Yep.
They're not a bartering chip, and that's the way the fucking government and the child support enforcement agencies and all that shit across the country have made it set up to be. It's a fucking monopoly for you getting divorced and not being able to be in your kid's life as much as you like. I would love to be in my daughter's life 10 times more than what I am now, but I'm restricted because of the fucking bullshit with the state. It's not right.
And I will say this: nowadays you have to look at both parents. You can't just look at one. You got to look at both of them. The way society is growing up and the way things are nowadays, younger class kids, adults, and whatnot that's coming up, you got to look at both of them. You can't just look at one. Because you don't know what's going on both sides of the fence. I mean, honestly. I mean, if they'd have sit there and took a look at my mom, then I'd have been ripped real fucking quick. But on the same aspect, my fucking dad wasn't there like he should have been and just kind of used me as a fucking... what's some fucking thing, a teeter-totter to get what the fuck he wanted. So, whatever. I'm glad I was living with my grandparents instead of my parents, because that was the better fucking gig for me growing up. And if I'd have lived with one of them, ain't no telling how I'd have fucking turned out. I'd either been a fucking drug addict or a snobby motherfucker with a damn drinking problem.
Right.
Just saying. Because this is exactly what both of them are. Anyway, fucking shit. So, let's get into something fucking funny here. My man Christopher Titus on a little bit of America on Pills.
We're on your ass, heart disease! Number 2 killer, man. We haven't lost someone to heroin in a while. But just the last couple of years, Brittany Murphy, man, prescription drug overdose. Heath Ledger, prescription drug overdose, man. Greg Giraldo, brilliant comedian, prescription drug overdose. Michael Jackson, prescription drug overdose. Keith Richards, still playing his ass off. Courtney Love, still standing in stairwells thinking they're escalators. It's broken. USA Today reported 2 out of 3 people currently taking antidepressants is still severely depressed. Let me say that again. 2 out of of 3 people currently taking antidepressants is still severely depressed. That's like buying a 6-pack of beer and 4 of them sober you up. I'm way more alert. So they came with this new drug called Abilify. And these drug commercials, we're one of the very few countries on the planet that allows them to actually advertise drugs on television. You know, and they're so good at it. Because these drug commercials never show someone getting medical attention, ever. Ever. You don't know what the hell it's about, man. A woman's walking on a path, you know. Is she upset or concerned or what the hell? Then it's like squirrels running around. What the hell? And the guys that do the voiceovers are, man, they are hypnotic. I would sleep with these guys. Hey, is your antidepressant making you depressed? Don't you think by law the squirrel should lean in and go, we can't believe we said it either? Well, if it is, top it with Abilify and get back on the path to happiness. Okay. Hold on, wait. You want me to take an antidepressant on top of the antidepressant that's already making me severely depressed? Isn't that like a suicide speedball? Hey, how about you just beat me to death with an iron and save me the copay? And by the way, I want to say one more thing before we go any further. My mother was a manic depressive schizophrenic who, after a stint in prison, shot herself. My sister was an amazing poet, beautiful girl, who was raised by this woman. And one day, her boyfriend broke up with her for the 4th time in 3 weeks. So to show him, she went to his house, opened up his drawer, got a handgun, sat at the end of his bed, and blew her brains all over his headboard. I just went through a divorce. 5 years in court. Cost me $2.5 million. If anyone should be forced by law to take antidepressants, instead, I chose to be an antidepressant, and you can take me with alcohol. Right. Give me a drug I want, man. Get off your acetone. I would love that. Warning, get off your acetone is for people suffering from laziness, fear, feeling like a loser, or living with your parents when you're 32 years old. Side effects of get off your acetone include joy, happiness, sense of accomplishment, and being attractive to the opposite sex. You actually don't need get off your acetone if you just get off your ass. Ask your physician if get off your acetone and all other prescription medication are part of a multi-billion-dollar conspiracy by the drug companies to keep you unhealthy and unhappy, except for Vicodin, which is a gift from the baby Jesus.
Just saying. Just saying. And he's true on some of that shit, because it's like, you know, I refuse to go on 15,000 different kinds of medicine. And the 3 medicines I'm on, they don't want me on. Why? Because it helps. It helps my pain, and it helps me calm the fuck down at nighttime when I'm trying to lay in bed. My mind's going 1,000 miles an hour. I take 4 milligrams of Xanax, and I'm gone. Yeah.
I got a squirrel moment.
Baby.
I'm going 20 on the highway, and there's a state trooper standing on the side of the highway waving at everyone.
Waving
Like,
as
literally,
in
like-
waving high, or waving as in
Like,
move the fuck on?
Hey, good morning! Fuck off!
Oh,
You're in
fuck
traffic!
no.
Yeah, I swear to God, if he wasn't a state trooper, I would have taken a picture.
You should have took his picture. What the fuck?
I can't. You can't have handhelds in Virginia.
That sucks.
Yeah, you gotta have earpieces and hands-free devices. If not, you get pulled over and get wrote a ticket.
And I think that's what he was doing. I think he was waving to everybody, seeing who the fuck was on their phone, because he was looking at every car that passed him.
Now, who's the dumbass that's going to be that sits there?
Shit.
Gotcha!
You need to make you a cardboard sign that says Mert. Just raise it up as you drive by.
You know what? I was actually thinking about buying one of those flashing things that goes in the back of your window where you can type in what you want. Have you seen those?
Yep.
I was actually thinking about buying one of those at one point, and I was like, no, I would get in so much fucking trouble. Can you imagine being behind me in traffic and just seeing twat waffles scroll across the back of my car?
Yeah, we actually found some Twat Waffle songs the other day. Yeah. Actually got some people out there to sing that. There's some of them with Legos, too.
Go ahead.
I said some of them's Legos, too. The Lego people.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh, fuck. You're going to have to show it to her.
Yeah, I have to bring that up here in just a little bit. I'm dead serious. Fucking Twat Waffle songs. Pretty cool. Yeah, we was thinking about you Saturday. I didn't know you was fucking driving. Right, yeah. You're, oh, what up, killer? Yeah, what?
But yeah, back to that comedy bit. It's so true, though. Like, half this shit is the medication for restless leg syndrome. You look at all the side effects. You could be disemboweled, chronic diarrhea, blah, blah, blah. It's like, what the fuck? I'll just deal with my legs moving around. Jesus.
No shit. Like, the shit they put you on gives you 10 extra side effects that you don't want. So then you have to take shit for that. But then that shit has issues, so then you have to take shit for that. So by the time it's all said and done, you're on like 90 fucking pills. You're like, what the fuck happened?
Yep, pretty much. This medication will shut down your kidneys, and you'll be on dialysis by 29 years old.
Oh, shit.
It's fucking true, man. It's funny, but it's fucking true. If you listen to the
I think the funniest thing that I seen was a medication for irritable bowel syndrome, and the side effect was diarrhea. How the fuck does that? I swear to God, how the fuck does that work?
It does. That is the most retarded thing I've ever heard in my life.
I swear to God.
Yeah, you have irritable bowel syndrome. Here, take a pill. It's supposed to cure it. But it'll give you more diarrhea so your asshole falls off later. Oh, my God.
You know, you do have a lot of small intestines, so you can't cut that motherfucker off, a few miles up the road. Just saying. At least that's what I was taught in school.
I have irritable bowel syndrome. I know what foods I can and cannot eat. If I feel like eating a food that's going to blow out my bowels later, I'm going to fucking eat it. But I'm going to know that I need to be in a bathroom within 30 minutes. Just saying.
She eats that shit at home, so she's just like, clear the bathroom. I'm going in.
Anytime I eat Mexican food, I got a 15-minute window from checkout to getting home.
Me too,
if not, fuck.
Me too, killer. My fucking dog knocked over my coffee this morning already. I wasn't too happy about that. Sorry, that was a squirrel moment. Oh, shit. So, should we go into the retard? Yeah, I think we should go into retard.
Now, before we go any further, I want to talk about the word retard, because a lot of people get pissed, especially here in California. Oh my God, you can't say retard. Oh, you can't say retard. In my life, whenever I've used the word retard, never once have I thought of someone with MS or CP or Downs or autism or has got legs going out the back of their shoulders because one of their chromosomes forgot to tell a DNA strand it was going on vacation. That is just disabled. And as a matter of fact, if I ever saw someone calling someone like that retarded, they would have to deal with me physically. That's right. Every man in this room has a buddy who, after his 5th beer, will hang out a car window. Hey, cops! You want to fight, you bunch of queers?
There you go, Ghost.
That guy's a retard. Sorry. Every woman in here has a girlfriend who at one point showed up at your house. Oh my God, we got in a fight and he pushed me. He pushed you, you're never going to see him again. I'm never going to see him again. 2 weeks later, not only is she seeing that dude again, she's moved in and agreed to marry him. Retard.
Rihanna tard.